Let's move on now. The new Syrian regime has formed a fact-finding committee to investigate a wave of deadly violence in the country's coastal region. New authorities say Syria is determined to prevent unlawful revenge and sectarian violence in the country. Pressure has been growing on Syria's Islamist-led government to investigate after reports by witnesses and a war monitor of the killing of hundreds of civilians in villages where the majority of the population are members of the ousted president's Alawite sect.
We are gathering and reviewing all available evidence, reports, and other relevant source materials related to the events, in addition to setting up programs for interviewing witnesses and anyone who can assist in the investigation and identifying locations that need to be visited.
The Kurdish population in Syria's northern city of Kamishmili also held demonstrations against a recent wave of sectarian violence targeting Alawite minority.
My message is for the Syrian blood to stop. We are all brothers, whether Christian, Arab, Kurdish, Druze, or of any sect, and Jews too. In Syria, we are all brothers. This is what the Prophet taught us.
The United Nations also urged a halt to suffering in violence that has killed almost 1,000 civilians. The development comes as Syria's interim government has announced an agreement with the Kurdish-dominated Syrian Democratic Forces to integrate the autonomous Kurdish administration in the northeast into the national government. The deal, which includes a complete cessation of hostilities, was signed by interim Syrian President Ahmed Al-Sharaa and SDF's commander Mazloum Abdi. The agreement, to be implemented by the end of this year, will bring all border crossings with Iraq and Turkey, airports and oil fields in the northeast under the central government's control, prisons where about 9,000 suspected members of the Islamic State group are also expected to come under government control. Now, according to the deal, Syria's Kurds will gain the constitutional rights, including using and teaching their language, which was banned for decades under Assad. Hundreds of thousands of Kurds who were displaced during Syria's nearly 14-year civil war will return to their homes. Thousands of Kurds living in Syria who have been deprived of nationality for decades under Assad will be given the right to citizenship. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.